Hey guys, Jay here. So in this video today, mainly I want to share with you guys about my new character that I have just made earlier today. This is a warrior actually, that is using a monk staff. I am currently level 30 and I am finishing Act 2 normal. So right here, you can see that if you can compare it to the amount of life that a normal character around this level is having, you'll see that I have an unusually high amount of life. And the reason why is because literally almost every single point that I take so far is just strength. And the concept for me is I want to be a Titan. I have already ascended and now I have additional 20 inventory slot, but eventually I will get hulking form very, very quickly in Act 3. The other thing is all the build so far and until the end is mostly going to just be strength. Why? Well, I am building around this weapon. So Pillar of the Cage God. The story is, yesterday, as the Infernalist auto-bombing, looping character got destroyed, deleted from the game by GGG, no matter how hard I try to salvage it, I try to test a bunch of different setup with minion bombing, like with clerics, reviving brute, and other stuff. But there's always a lot of problems that is just unsolvable because the game is just like that. So yeah, I give up on that character and I decided to, hey, let's try to do something to create a new character. And my idea was, I have a chance orb. Well, I am going to fight a very low level zone monster. I'm going to get to the lowest level possible in Act 1. I'm going to fight a bunch of monster. And I use the chance orb on the very first white item that I got. And if that item is, interesting, buildable, then I would do it. Apparently, it is a staff, a core staff. And I use the chance orb on it. It create the Pillar of the Cage God. Then I 2-socket it, I max quality it, then I vow orb it. It hit a third socket, so I have basically a slightly better Pillar of the Cage God than the average. But anyway, I don't think this is going to be even the best kind of results for the vow orb, or is necessary in any way. Just a normal Pillar of the Cage God. This item is dirt cheap. Anyone with an exalt can just buy this one and start from level 1, and it is extremely strong early on. Like in Act 1, no boss can survive for like more than 10-15 seconds depending on how the phases are going. Basically everyone is dead in one rotation. They often get just frozen to death or just get damaged to death before I get the Ice Strike. When I get the Ice Strike, everything starts to just get frozen to death. That is just about it. Every single boss in the game. And for monster, they're not even a problem as well. Early on, I use Rolling Thunder. I think that is the skill, which is the very first skill that you can choose. And it's like a relatively small cone area, and it just kills everything, basically. And I will use it until I get the Ice Strike. Anyway, the skill tree, I think I need to talk about it a little bit. So, what I'm going for here is just simply get all the strength. Each strength point is going to give you 10% increased weapon damage per 5 strength. So each 5 strength small point is going to give you 10% damage, and also it'll give you 10 life, because 1 strength in POE2 gives you 2 life. 10, 5, right? So a lot of life. I am having close to 1000 life now, and this is the flask that I'm using. It cannot even cover like 1/3 of the life that I have. So the flask is not even that big of a deal anymore, as I have so much life. And yeah, I have also a lot of damage as well. Right now I'm having on let me see the DPS number actually. It's been a long time since I checked it. 1.3 thousand. So it is an insane amount for this level. Insane amount. So I just destroy everything basically. Freeze everything, destroys everything. Obviously, sometimes I still lose life, but almost never I got close to even in danger. I do struggle in one particular boss at around level 20, which is the Balbala one, which is the one that gives you the Jin Koi to get into the trial. That boss is obnoxious with the toxic gas. That phase, I cannot deal with it at that point, so I tried a couple of times and actually I cannot deal with it, so I skip a couple of levels and then I come back and I kill it. So that is the only boss that I struggle with, because he has phases, and the phases are obnoxious. Other than that, every other boss is just a cakewalk. I just freeze them to death, kill them in like a few seconds. The Act 1 boss pretty much just die instantly and do not do anything to me. As I equip the Sapphire Charm, he doesn't do any damage to me mostly. So yeah, he's just dead. The first form, he cannot even do anything. I need to actually stop attacking so I do not freeze him, so he can start doing all of his rotation that is like coded, that he need to do all of that before he transforms, or he will just stay forever like that at like 10% health. So yeah, it is insanely good. So yeah, just if you plan to reroll a new character, melee, this can be a very good leveling weapon if you want to do it this way. And I think it can be potentially a viable build in the end game. I'll update you guys on that because I am going to play this character more. Other than that, I think the other notable thing is I think the helmet here require level 16. You can equip it pretty early. 15% strength. I think this is eventually going to be very good. Early on, it's not that great. Right now, it's not that great because your strength number, your base strength is not that high. But the more strength you have, the stronger this item is going to be. Right now, this 15% strength and 14% dexterity I bought for 5 exalt. Just 15% strength on the market is now still 1 exalt. Just strength is the most important. You're not scaling a lot of dexterity, so or intelligence, so the percentage on those doesn't really matter that much. But just get the best roll that you can, basically. And maybe the other thing is, I think this is probably one of the very good items. It gives you a little bit of flat fist, a little bit of life, a little bit of attack speed. Strength can satisfy attribute requirement on melee weapon and melee skill. I have not actually made the change to accommodate this, but this will allow me to basically remove these and just put all into strength. Yeah. So for now, I think maybe even in the end game, this can be still helpful. But other than that, everything else is kind of whatever. What you want from your gear is as much flat damage as possible and as much strength as possible. Obviously, you still want like resistances, but other than that, the scaler for your damage is going to be flat damage. So like Iron Ring or roll like this, add physical damage to attack, add elemental damage to attack is okay as well. This item in POE1 only scale with physical, but now you can scale with any damage really. So it is universal damage is pretty damn good. If you have a little bit of flat lightning, not even too much, you will shock enemy because that got multiplied a lot by the scaler of strength. So yeah, that basically is the character now. It is still a very low level. I just wanted to share with you guys. So let's go and find the boss of this zone. I'll show you gameplay because yeah, what else matter, right? Yeah, let's just kill this guy. As you can see, very safe. The plan for the future is when I get more regen and maybe some leech, maybe some recoup as well. Well, more or less when I get enough recovery, I will just spend one single passive point. Let's just fight this one. This is not the boss of the zone, but there's still somewhat of a unique encounter, right? So on bosses, these are 2 weeks, so these are 2 weeks, so I don't even need to drop the bell. But basically, you strike 4 times, you drop the bell on the boss, and you just go ham and kills everything. You have a lot of life, so you have a lot of time to actually react on your flask. And this flask, I actually got it increased amount to recover when on low life. So when I'm on low life, I press the flask, I can just yeah, just shoot up a lot of life like that. So because the amount of total life that I have is very, very high, so yeah, it looks sketchy, but it's not really. Really, it's not. Let me see if I can find the other guy. There is the Kitava-like boss here. Okay? When I'm on low life, I just press the life flask. That is about it. I think when I got the next tier flask, it is going to look much better. But right now, I'm still stuck with this flask. I check the shop very regularly, but yeah. I think it is... I'm not in the area where I'm supposed to have a higher life flask yet. So. The staff also have another skill that is helpful in a different situation, actually. My favorite skill right now is I Strike. I think it's probably most people's favorite skill. It seems to be more... It seems to be more overtuned than any other skill, pretty much. Put down the bell and yeah, just destroys everything. Those situation, right? Or a boss, the bell will just multiply the damage that they're going to take. And yeah. Normal fight like this, the explosion from the 2 herald that I'm using is going to clean up everything, and it feels pretty satisfying. Please tell me the boss is nearby. Please. The zone is so big. I can do this. It will give me a very quick, like 5% regen for a little bit as I linked it to the support gem that create consecrated ground. Okay, that is the dead end. See, in situation like that, I take a lot of damage, but because I have so much health, so yeah, I'm still okay. Come on. Let me just try to walk through as quickly as possible. Okay, this is the bell is normally not used except for bosses or when there's a very big pack like that you want to clear quickly, then sure, you can drop the belt. I think we probably are very close to the boss. Yeah, we are. Here it is. So yeah, just try to show a boss fight. Sometimes this skill is actually very important. Wind Blast. It does not deal as much damage, but it is very important in some situation, especially the trials, because as a melee character... Okay, let me just focus a little bit on this fight. Ah, fuck. He just moved me away from the bell, so I lose a bunch of damage. But anyway, let's put another one. And yeah, just go ham basically. I don't think anything can one-shot me. No boss ability can one-shot me right now, and I don't understand why he is going that direction. But anyway. Put down the bell, and yeah. The damage is very, very good. The previous character with the minion, I probably take like 3 times as much... It took me 3 times as much time to finish this boss. But as you can see, the damage is pretty good. This boss doesn't seem to get frozen, but normally the other ones kind of are. All of them, actually. So yeah, this is going to be the character for now. I am going to play with this character more. I am enjoying it. Hey. Anyway, to address a little bit of the previous video. So I was raging, yes. Well, I think I was angry for... I was rightfully angry. Because I am very passionate about making the other build, the trigger. And suddenly it got just gutted entirely. Not nerfed. Nerf is different. That is not nerf. That is just removal. If it is nerf, you cannot nerf a mechanic like that. You just it's just remove. You can reduce the damage of, you know, the combo. Yeah, sure, I'm okay with that. You can do a lot of things, but they straight just removed it, and right in the middle of the time when I was going to do like a build guide. So for me, yeah, that is a big letdown, and so yeah, I didn't deal with it very well. If I have a chance to react to that shit again, I'll still be angry. I'll probably still say the same stuff. I'm not sorry for that. I think that is very rightfully so. But hey, it is the internet. Free speech and stuff. As long as I don't target anyone. Maybe Jung Roan a little bit, but that is a meme. That is not really targeting a person. I do not target anyone in GGG. I don't say they are this game is trash or anything like that. I just target the exact decision. Everything else they did with the game, with the changes that they did in that same patch note, I pretty much agree with everything. And I still enjoy the game a lot. However, I still think it is very bad decision and bad vision to just remove a playstyle from the game. Especially when that is just a play style. It is not brokenly strong whatsoever. The damage is bang average at best. You have to actually invest a lot of resources that you can use otherwise in the game to even make the mechanic functionable. So yeah, for starter, normally with that amount of spirit that we need to waste on multiple trigger meta gems, you can have probably like an army of minions with just that. You can have like probably extra 4 or 5 minions depending on which one it is. So yeah, sacrifices a lot, not getting a lot of damage. The only thing that we actually gain in that kind of build is just the playstyle. We can be like lazy, we can be like walking around not pressing any button or a lot of buttons most of the time. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I would sincerely ask them to think again if I can, but hey, I'm a nobody. Nobody is nobody is anybody. After all, it is GG's game, it is their decision. I have to live with it, I have to accept it. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. But I don't have to be happy about it. When it happened, when I don't like it, I don't like it. That's it. I don't think there's any problem with that. And I do think a lot of people actually agrees with me. So, I was mad. Please, don't say stop being mad. That's the worst thing that you can do. That is absolutely the worst thing and most useless thing that you can do. The changes might or might not affect you. You might be happy or unhappy about it. But you cannot change other people's opinion or feeling, especially at the right moment, at that particular moment. There is no way you can change that. So just deal with it. If you don't like what I say, okay, turn it off. Watch something else. Sorry. Hey, normally I make like very positive content. But just focusing on the game, on mechanic, on, you know, building a character, cool character, sort of things like that, fun character. That is basically everything, but hey, it has to come to a certain degree where I decided to just go fucking berserk. YouTube even... Hey, I'll just tell you this. I think I can tell you this. I would not even make money from that video. How many, or, you know, how many or how little the views are. Because I use curse words everywhere. Including in the thumbnail. And including in the title, I think. I'm not sure about that, but I include like very bad words everywhere. So I'm not going to gain anything about that. that is brand risk. Nobody is going to sponsor that, or the ads are not going to like it. They actually warned, the YouTube actually warned me before I even posted the video that, hey, this video is not going to be, this is going to be restricted. It's not going to be normally monetized like any other videos that I make. But hey, I got to do it, right? I've got to do it. Anyway, if I offend anyone in any way, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I don't think that anything I said or done is targeting to anyone at all. I think it is very, very valid to be mad at a massive, massive uncalled for change like that. Period. So yeah, like it or not, deal with it. Me as well. Like it or not, I have to deal with the change. Same thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That'll be probably the last time I mention anything about that particular change. If there is something in the future that they change that I'm not happy about, then maybe I'll be tamer, because the kind of expectation I have now versus then is different. But still, if I don't like it, I'll just say I don't like it. If I hate it, I would just say I hate it. If I fucking hate it, like the previous one, I will just say that I freaking hate it. Or, most likely, fucking hate it. That's about it. That's enough curses. Thanks for watching, guys. Again. And sorry if I offended you. I don't understand why and how, but sorry still. And please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. The first part, the later part, yeah, whatever. But the first part, when I share about the build, I think this build is pretty cool. It is a pretty cool concept. I called it the Big Black Uncle. Interpret it how you liked. But this is a warrior disguised as a monk. Strength stacking will get very beefy in the end game, I do believe, and still probably have a tons of damage. That I'm not sure, because nobody has ever done like a full-fledged endgame strength stacking character with this one in POE2. There's no time to do it yet, or if there is anyone who has done that, let me know so I can just learn from them. Because so far I don't see anyone yet. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I see you in the next one. Peace. By the way, I will be playing all the classes anyway, so hey, I still have a lot to play. Peace. Remember to like and subscribe.